Good morning. You're listening to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'm with Kevin Biederman, who is the Senior Vice President of Residential Flooring. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Kemp.
Good to be with you. Kevin, this is our first interview, and I know that prior to having this responsibility over all residential flooring, you focused in the laminate business, right?
Correct. When I first came to Armstrong, I was the product manager for laminate.
Mm-hmm. How many years have you been at Armstrong?
I've been there just almost 11 years.
And where were you prior to coming here?
Prior to this, I was in the aerospace industry, a company called AAR. Before that, I was with a company called GE. My connection between all of this is really the same people. The first person I worked for at GE happened to be Mike Lockhart that ended up here at Armstrong. So my route from GE to AAR and then from the aerospace industry to Armstrong was just through connections of folks that I've been working with for a number of years.
I've been interested to talk to you about this $41 million LVT plant that's been in the news lately. You know, we heard about this plant at the end of the second quarter in a conference call, and at that point it wasn't known where it was going to be. You've since then announced that it's going to be in Lancaster. Talk about that decision, if you would.
Well, sure. First of all, very excited about the investment. We've been in LVT for a long time. We make the product in Europe, and we also have some partners that produce some terrific stuff. You know, as we looked at it, it made sense to invest in the United States, and we announced, and then we did what everyone else does. You know, we wanted to put it in the best place, and our criteria was it had to have a readily, very educated workforce. It had to be obviously on main transportation, and it logistically had to fit in with where our other facilities were, although it didn't have to be directly connected to them, and we wanted an existing structure. We didn't want to greenfield it. So with that criteria, we had several terrific options. We vetted them all, and really and truly the best was Lancaster. They did a great job, both from the city and state, in making it exciting for us to stay. And a big part of it, too, is our existing labor force there. It's a union labor force, but they're terrific. They worked with us. We just wanted to ensure that our objectives fit their objectives, and that worked out terrifically. So, being headquartered in Lancaster, we think it's a great story. It's great because financially it makes sense. It's a competitive and a great place to be. And B, it's our home, though, too. So because of all that, we're excited to invest in Lancaster, PA.
Yeah, I'm here at your world headquarters right now. So how far is this plant from where we are today?
Oh, it's probably 4 miles just down the road from here. So it'll be convenient from here, yet it's far enough away that we won't meddle too much.
All right. Now, you just recently spent some money on converting a plant from felt to fiberglass sheet that was also in Lancaster. Is that near that plant?
Yeah, it's part of the same facility, the same property, and we've got existing buildings that will house this new LVT plant.
So this plant that you're building here replaces sources that you either make yourself or buy from the outside. Talk a little bit about that, if you would.
Yeah, I would say it more supplements what we're doing. You know, we hope to come online second quarter of 2015. The market's growing, we're growing, and this plant will be full very fast. So our expectation is we'll continue to partner with folks, terrific folks that provide some of our products. We have a plant in Europe that produces product. We expect they'll be mostly producing for Europe, but the intention here is volume will transition over to obviously the plant here in Lancaster.
Once this is up and running, do you think you'll get a cost advantage versus your current situation?
Well, sure. You know, it's basic economics that we don't think will change for the foreseeable future. You know, you have labor in Asia is growing double digits. We expect that to stay. Really, material cost is similar worldwide, so there's no pluses or minus there. But the big difference, of course, is the freight. So, you know, you save the over-the-water freight, and inflation right now and for the foreseeable future is actually less in the States. So for those reasons, we think it's a compelling set of financial underpinnings, and we think we'll have a cost advantage versus importing.
You'd have to be hiding under a rock to not know that LVT is the fastest growing category in the flooring business right now. And since you've announced this, I think you were out first, there's been 2 other announcements. We've seen where Mannington has increased the size of their operation in Georgia, and we've seen where IVC is announcing an $80 million investment in Dalton. Does this concern you, or explain that for me if you would?
No, it doesn't. It was expected. I think believe the same dynamics that compelled us to invest in facilities here is probably similar for our competitors. For us, we didn't build it as a share gain initiative. This is mainly to, looking at a worldwide best cost type of approach. We're not looking for this plant to drive share. And as it comes out of the ground, we expect it to be near capacity. So it doesn't change our strategy at all about what others have announced. And we continue to expect this category to grow. And, hopefully with responsible competitors, as I believe we have, it'll continue to be just a great market for everyone.
Mm-hmm. All right, now this plant will produce both commercial and residential products, right?
Yes, we do both today, but it'll have capabilities, terrific capabilities for both commercial and residential.
Now, when you look at what Armstrong does with LVT, what do you consider to be your unique selling proposition in that sector?
First and foremost, it's style and design. That's, whether you're the commercial end user or the consumer, that's what you're looking for. Beyond that, it obviously you've got the trust in the brand, ease of installation, and a company, Armstrong, behind it. But first and foremost, it's style and design.
All right, one last question. We're in almost December here of 13. What's your outlook for business in 2014?
Coming through the last 3 or 4 years and, surviving all that, the expectation is it will be up, which is great because it's not down. And we think it'll, different. We think the new construction will continue similar to this year. We're thinking about 18%. This year it'll probably end up in the 20 to 22%. So we think there'll be continued growth, maybe slightly less than this year. Remodel we think will be very similar, and we pegged that at about a 2% growth for the remodel business. Down significantly from where it has been. It usually mirrors pretty much new construction, but it's still all about consumer confidence. And with everyday government shutdowns, rising interest rates, there's still probably some concerns that we believe we won't see the big breakout in retail that everyone's expecting or in remodel. But still, 2% is up, not down. And we think it's very consistent with this year. So 2013 was a good year. We're looking forward to another good year. Anything not down is exciting for us, and greatly looking forward to working with our partners to be successful in 2014.
Mm-hmm. All right, great, Kevin. It's good to spend time with you again. We've been talking to Kevin Biederman, who's Senior Vice President of Residential Flooring at Armstrong, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.